Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we'll be starting chapter number 5, percentage. We are doing primary mathematics, Oxford New Syllabus 6th edition for grade 6. What is the meaning of percentage? Cent mean 100. We know centi, 100th part. We know 1 cent is 100th part of dollar. Okay, so cent mean 100, percent mean per 100. Okay, the way you say that I got 75% marks, it means that you got 75% marks and total marks were 100. Okay, so this is the basic idea of percentage per 100. Okay, the first subject is finding the whole given, a part, and the percentage. Okay, we will start from the number 1, page number 93, point number 1 or question number 1. What percentage of the squares are not shaded? So there it is called a grid. A grid is given. Some boxes are colored light blue, you can say, and others are not shaded. Okay, so we need, when we count, so we count the blue colored are 20, total are 100. Okay, total boxes are 100. Total boxes in the grid are 100. Colored are shaded are how many? 20. The first one is, what percentage of the squares are not shaded? So this is colored or shaded. Okay, not shaded, how much? How many? We know that total are 100, shaded are 20, so remaining 80 are not shaded. But we need to get the answer. What percentage of the squares are not shaded? Percentage out of 100. Okay, so percentage not shaded, it will be the shaded part over total. Shaded is 180 and total is 100. Okay, so whenever there is 1 over 100, we say it, we name it as percent. 1 over 100 is equal to percent. Okay, 80 over 100 means 80 multiplied by 1 over 100. 1 over 100 means percent. So 80% is not shaded. Okay, hopefully you got the idea. It was very simple. Okay, now we will be moving to the second page 94. Express 45% as a fraction. Question number 2 says express 40. It is given 45% and we need to express it as a fraction. We need to convert it, change it into fraction. How to do? We know that this is 45% means we know 1 over 100. So we will write 45 into 1 over 100. Okay, so it becomes 41 into 1 is 45 divided by 100. So we can simplify it. If we divide both numerator and denominator with the 5, we get 9 over 20. So 9 over 20 is the answer for 45%. In terms of percentage, it is 45%, and in terms of fractions, it is 9 over 20. Okay, now quickly we would like to move forward. The point number 3 says, what is 25% of? What is 25% of 92? Okay, so you should know 25 is 25. Percent means 1 over 100. We will write it like this. Okay, half means multiply. 92 will come like this. Okay, so 25 we can simplify, divide it with 25. 25 ones are 25, 25 fours are 100, simplified. Then we will also simplify these two. 4 ones are 4, 4 twos are 8, 1 9 12, 4 threes are 12. So 23 25% of 92 is 23. 23 is the answer for part number or question number 3. Then we move ahead. On page number 94, we have a problem which says 10% of the daily recommended intake of carbohydrates is 31 gram. What is the daily recommended intake of carbohydrates? 10% of the daily recommended intake of carbohydrates is 31 gram. So we need to know what is the total recommended intake of carbohydrates, total number. So it is like this. If 10%, it represents, it is given, it is equal to 31 gram. If we like to calculate 1%, this is 10%, so 1% will be smaller, so we will divide. When we need to get a smaller result, we just divide. We will divide 31 with 10. 31 divided by 10. Now we need to know the total quantity. Okay, what is the daily recommended intake of carbohydrates? Total, what is total recommended? That is 100% is total. Okay. We know that 1% is this small one, so 100% will be big one. So when we are talking about the big result, we just multiply. So this one, 31 over 10, it represents 1%. So when we need to calculate 100%, this 1% will be multiplied with the 100. Okay, we will just simplify. 31 multiplied by 10 is 310. Okay, so 310 gram is the answer for question number 1. So I'll recap. It is given that 10% of carbohydrates is 31 gram. We don't know how much is the total. What is the daily recommended? We know that 10% is 31, but we don't know what is the 100%. So we just need to know, we need to calculate the 100%, okay? So 10% represents 31 gram. So 1% will be smaller amount. So we just divide 31 with 10, okay? Then we need to calculate the 100%. If we have 1% as 31 over 10, so 1% is a very small thing. So if we need to know the 100%, we just need to multiply 1% with the 100. So this 1%, this one is multiplied with 100, and we simplified and we got the answer 310 gram. This is the answer for question number 1. So now we'll go to the next page. This is the page number 95. Question number 2. It says 50% of a number is 6. It is written that, it is given that 50% of a number is equal to 6. Okay, what is the number? Okay, this is 50%. We need to get 100%. So for that, first we will try to get 1%. 1% will be small. So we just divide 6 with 50. If we need to know 100%, 1% is this small one, 100% will be big. So we just multiply, this is 1% with 100. Then we simplify, 2 6 are 12. So 12 is the answer for this question. It was very simple and we just instantly solved it. Question number 3 on page number 96. It says 12% of the amount of water in a container is 96 ml. How much is water in the container? So it is given that 12% it is representing 96 ml of water. So we don't know how much is the total. So we need to calculate the 100%. Only 12% is given. So similarly, we will first like to calculate 1%, which will be a small amount. This right side divided by left side, 96 over 12. Then we'll go for 100%. We know that 1% is this one, which is very small. So we will multiply with 100 and we will get the result. 12 8 is 96, becomes 800. Total was 800 ml in the container. Okay, so this is the answer. It was very simple. Hopefully you are following me. Then we move ahead on 96 page number 4. Question number 4 says Meaning read 14% of a book in the morning and another 5% of the book at night. She read 140 pages at night. Find the total number of pages in the book. Okay, we need to know the 100%. Okay, so we know here that she read 140 pages. It is a technical question. It is given that at night she read how many? 140 pages. Okay, it is given that 35% of the same book at night. Okay, she read 140 pages at night, so it is 35% at night. How much it is? 35%. Okay, so we just need to ignore here. Meaning read 14% of a book in the morning. Just ignore this. Okay, and we will only take the other part, that 140 pages she read at the night and 140 pages are equal to 35%. Okay, so from here we can find the total number of the pages, because we know that, see, we need to find the pages. It will be on the right side. We know that 35% of the pages is equal to how much? 140 pages. If we need to know 1% of the pages, it will be smaller amount, just 140 divided by 35. We need to know the 100% pages, how many total in the book, that is 100%. We will multiply this 1% with 100. Just simplify. 5 7s are 35, 5 2s are 10, 5 8s are 40, 7 4s are 28, 4 into 100, 400 pages. So there are total 400 pages. So I'll recap this question. Question says Mealing read 14% of a book in the morning, another 35% of the same book at night. She read 140 pages at night. Find the total number of pages in the book. So I told you that just focus on the pages she read at night, because 140 pages read at the night represent 35%. So we have the clue here that 35% are equal to 140. We just calculate 1%, 140 divided by 35. Then we need to get 100%, multiply with 100. This one we get the answer 400. Okay. So this is the answer for question number 4. Okay. Now we will be moving to the next page, which is page number 97. This is question number 5. It says, in a concert hall, 252 seats are occupied. 84% of the seats in the concert hall are occupied. How many seats are there in the concert hall altogether? It is given that 252 seats are there, okay, and it represents 84%. So we need to find total seats, okay. So we will do like this. We need to find the seats. Seats should be on the right side. So we say that 84%, it represents 252 seats. Okay, we calculate 1%, it will be small amount, 252 divided by 84. We need to know the 100% seats total. So we will just multiply this one with 100. Four 2s are 8, 4 1s are 4, 4 6 are 24, 4 3s are 12. Then 7 3s are 21, 7 9s are 36, 3 3s are 9, 3 into 100 is 300. Okay, so 300 pages, total seats, how much? How many? Total seats are 300. Okay, so again I'll recap. It is given in the statement that in a concert hall 252 seats are occupied. 84% of the seats in the concert hall are occupied. So 84% represent 252. We need to find out the total. 1% we will get this divided by this, it is equal to 1%. Then we need to know 100%. This figure, which is 1%, we will multiply it with the 100. We will simplify and we get the answer 300 seats. Okay, maybe we are slightly faster, but the thing is, all these questions are similar in nature and there is nothing new, the same procedure. So quickly we are moving forward. If you have any concern, you can just write comments in the video and we will try to answer. Number 6. In a primary school, 55% of the pupils are girls. There are 540 boys in the school. How many pupils are there in the school? So see, here we have the number. What? 540 boys. In the school there are how many boys? 540. Okay. It is given that 55% of the pupils are girls. Girls how many? It is 55%. If total are 100%, so boys will be how much? 100 minus this 55% is equal to 45%. So now we have two things, that boys are 45% and boys are 540. By using these two things, we can find the total number of pupils in the school. So we will say that 45% of pupils are 45% of boys is equal to 540. 1% is how much? 540 over 45. We need to find the 100% pupils. So just we will multiply this with 100. 5 9s are 45. 108. 12 into 100. 1200 pupils. Total 1200 pupils in the class. I'll recap. It is mentioned in the statement that in the primary school, 55% of the pupils are girls. There are 540 boys in the school. How many pupils are there in the school? So we know that if 55% of the pupils are girls, but we don't know the number of girls in that school. So what we'll do is that we know the number of boys, 540. So we will see that 55% are girls. So total are 100%. 100 minus 55. 45% are the boys. Okay. If 45% number is this, 1% number is this, and 100% is equal to multiply by 100. Just simplify and you get the answer 1200. 1200 is the number, total number of people in the school. Okay. So this is how we calculate the percentage and the numbers. Now we'll move to number 98. Page number 98 says, question number 7. Mr. Lim travelled 75% of his journey on the first day and completed the remaining part of the journey on the second day. He travelled a total of 324 km on the first day. Find the total distance that Mr. Lim travelled over the 2 days. Okay, so we can do it in two ways. One way is that he travelled 75% of his journey on the first day. This first day, how much is the journey? 75%, which is equal to how many? He travelled a total of 324 kilometers on the first day. Okay. So we need to find the total distance that Mr. Lim travelled over the 2 days. In 2 days, how much he travelled? Okay. So if this is 75%, we can find the 100%. Then that will be our answer. 1% is how much? 324 over 75, and 100% is how much? 5 15s are, 5 3s are, 3 1s are. It becomes 432. Okay. So total is how much? 432. 432 is kilometers. Okay. I think this is the simplest way. Another way was that if this is 75%, this is 1%, we can find how much 25%, that was our second day. So that answer we will add with this, that will be a long story. So this is the simplest way, that it is given that that 75% of his journey on the first day, 75%. Okay, and it is given that he travelled a total of 324 km on the first day. This first day, these two are both are first day. 75% is equal to 324. So 1% is 324 divided by 75, and we need to know the 100%. So we will multiply this with 100 and we will get the answer after calculation, after simplification. So by this way we have completed lesson number 1. We just keep on watching the videos. If these are useful, like these, share and subscribe, and if you have any questions, so please give your feedback through the messages that you can do. You can put in the comments. Okay, we'll try to take all your comments and we'll try to serve you.